Young Turks brought to you by Carbonite Online Backup.
Rick Santorum announces in Pennsylvania today that he's running for president. And he decides that we landed at Normandy because we wanted to choose our own health care plans. Not to protect the world from tyranny or to save Jews and gypsies and Catholics from extermination. No. Mostly Jews. But because 67 years later in the United States of America, we wanted to protect ourselves from Obamacare. That's what Rick Santorum maintains. He also, by the way, doesn't know anything about D-Day because he doesn't even know where the paratroopers were going, who, by the way, started on the evening of June 5th. Whatever. Forget that Rick Santorum doesn't know his history either. I get it. Insignificant. Here's Rick Santorum announcing his run for president.
And on this day, D-Day, June 6th, in 1944, almost 60,000 average Americans had the courage to go out and charge those beaches on Normandy, to drop out of airplanes, who knows where, and take on the battle for freedom. Average Americans, the very Americans that our government now and this president does not trust to make a decision on your health care plan.
How about it?
Those Americans risked everything so they could make that decision on their health care plan.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Those Americans risked everything so you could make your decision on your health care plan? Come on, man. First of all, they risked everything so they could save themselves and the guy behind them, which is what every single one of them will tell you. But you haven't read any of that, man, because you don't care. And if there is a bigger cause, it was to save the world from destruction and the tyranny of Adolf Hitler and Nazi Germany and the Third Reich. And without an invasion of mainland Europe, that just doesn't happen. Or it doesn't happen then, and we would have had to regroup and try again at a later date. And by the way, as I said, you know, a bunch of British and Canadian troops also on the 5 beaches we landed on Europe. And I'm going to mention them because there's no way Rick Santorum knows anything about them. Omaha, Utah, gold, Juno, sword. Okay? I hate Rick Santorum, and I hate the fact that he's using D-Day for his own little political benefit. And and as any candidate would. No, not every candidate would. Nobody else is announcing here on June 6th for health care. What a clown. And by the way, the paratroopers jumped who knows where. No, we know where. We know exactly where they landed. We know where the beaches at Normandy, those 5 beaches I mentioned, codename beaches, where we landed at Normandy on June 6th, and we know where the paratroopers went on June 5th. They were all off target, most of them, but we know where they landed. They landed behind enemy lines. They landed behind the German wall, the Atlantic Wall. And then they were behind. What do you mean, who knows where? Where do you think they landed? Phoenix? Wrong with you.
Eventually, you're going to have a computer disaster, your computer is going to crash, and you're going to lose all your files. But with Carbonite Online Backup, you don't have to worry about any of that because it automatically saves your files off-site. You can access all of your backed up files from any computer remotely, or if you want, you can also access your files through an iPhone or BlackBerry with Carbonite's awesome free app. Carbonite costs just $55 a year for unlimited backup for your PC or Mac. Think about it, that's less than $5 a month. Get a free trial at Carbonite.com by using the promo code TYT, and you also get 2 months free if you decide to buy.